Gideon. The first thing I would like to say is that if you want to build a life, you must build it according to principles. Principles will give you better results than if you just gamble on one issue here, one issue here, one issue here. To be very open, the first point when we sensed God was calling us to serve him, and to serve him completely with our lives, is first that I demanded from God. I said, God, I have seen what it means to several preachers who go about to beg, and several people that because they are doing God's work, it's as if something terrible has happened. So I was praying personally. I said, God, if you are calling me, what is your provision for it? Do you have provision for the man you called? And how could we serve you and serve you according to your word? It was then I saw that actually God never gives you an assignment without a commensurate consignment of resources to carry it out. And God never gives a vision without making a provision for it. As I went through the whole scriptures, I found that each time God gives a man an assignment, if you read the Bible immediately, you see God saying, and I have commanded so and so and so and so to do this. So I realized then that it's either that God's servants did not discover God's provision for their work, or God's servants have turned their eyes away from he who appoints them to those who did not appoint them. You see, if you did not give me appointment, you cannot give me a disappointment. Did you understand? It's only he who appoints you that can disappoint you. And that was a very critical principle we began to learn from God and say, Lord, if we throw our lives in your hand, can you take care of us? Can we depend on you completely without looking here and there? And he said, why not? So the first point was now I began to study. Many people are in ministry, but they never studied for it. Many people enter into God's work, they've never sat down and say, okay, God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to do it? What is your way of doing your work? And because that was omitted by so many, we make many statements, empty statements that has no basis. And that becomes a problem for several people. So we realize that, number one, because God will not send you to do an assignment for which he has not provided. So if I am breaking forth into a work and there is no provision for it, it's either that it has become my ambition, it is either that I've expanded it beyond what God wanted. Are you understanding? Or I have missed it altogether. So the first thing was that a ministry that God will continuously supply must never be the ambition of a man. It must not be that, let's just expand now. You don't do that. God has to be the one and say, I'm leading you into this now. And if he's the one leading, the next thing say, Lord, where is what it will take to do it? So that, as simple as it is, very important. The second thing I saw as we were studying the Bible said, no man can receive anything except it be given to him from above. So for us, there's only one door to knock up there. No matter how many people are here, I never see them. I never see them. I only see him who sends us. Even if you are so close like this and you are counting money, money is coming to you, I will not ask because you did not appoint me. I will ask him. When I ask him, he may choose to go and call somebody from another land and say, carry this, go and meet Brother Gbile and say, this is what I have provided for what he's supposed to do. And you say, but you didn't tell us. I said, no, because you didn't call me. I didn't need to tell you. Do you understand? Now, because of this, we have known how to look up. And because that other scripture says, every good gift and every perfect gift comes from above, not from abroad. Not from abroad. So you know why I'm putting this is because a man can be in ministry, but his eyes is not looking above. He's looking at people around. If a man that has big money comes, he will be so excited because he thinks that something will drop. Now, once you remove your eyes from the Lord, you have sentenced yourself to many, many difficulties. And so unconsciously, people will give us impression and say, we are for you, we are for you. Tell us if you have any problem. I've always said, no, we can't tell you. Because what is putting confidence on by saying whenever we're in trouble, he is there, is either because of his own expectation of salary. How could I put my own faith now on something as unstable as that? Do you understand now? And all the time, if we don't learn it, we will continue to hinder God from helping us.